Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Moreau with Cause L'école. I'm back. I know it's been a while, and we're going to do our best to be with you every Sunday at 3 p.m. We're going to be with you every Sunday at 3 p.m. On Cause L'école, we want to share information with you that we know will help you live a better life for you, your family, your children, your friends. So we're here to share information with you, and we hope that you will take that information and apply it to your life so you can have a better life, so you can make better decisions. So as always, I'm going to invite my friends, and that way you guys can join me and listen to this invaluable information. And I'm going to ask you to share that information with your friends and family, so they can also benefit from what I'm about to say. Give me 1 second as I do this, because this is crucial. And I want to thank all of you who've watched Cause L'école for the past 2 years, and we appreciate your support, all your comments, supporting us, to motivating us to keep going and to continue doing what we're doing, because we believe we're doing something positive in the community. I want to say hi to my wife, Dr. Moreau, Michelle, who's watching, and in the future she will join me, so we can have her as a guest on Cause L'école to share invaluable information with you regarding mental health, regarding psychiatry. But today, what I want to share with you is that on Cause L'école, we're going to focus on 2 subjects. We're going to focus on education, and we're going to focus on mental health. So every Sunday, I will share information with you about education, and then I will shift to mental health, or mental health and education, vice versa. So that way, we want you to be able to use that information and apply it so you can live a better life. Today, as you know, students who are in high school, they need tests in order to receive the diploma. They need to pass the reading, and they need to pass the math. So the reading was called FSA. So the FSA, which was the Florida Student Assessment exam, has been replaced by the FAST exam, which is the Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. So this is the FAST, and the FAST has replaced the FSA. So student from pre-K to 10th grade, they take the FAST 3 times a year to monitor the progress in reading and math. So to monitor students in reading and math, they take the FAST exam 3 times a year, and those students begin in pre-K. So you can have a 4-year-old sitting in front of a computer taking a thinking test in reading and math. And when the student reaches 10th grade, they use that score in order to determine if the student is ready to receive their high school diploma when they graduate in 12th grade. Je dis ça en créole parce que nous avons un monde qui parle 2 langues, nous avons créole avec anglais. So, dans Cause L'école, nous allons parler d'éducation avec santé mentale. Et jeudi, nous avons focus sur éducation, et en premier, côté nous dit que pour un élève recevoir un diplôme à school, il est supposé passer test et reading nan avec test mathématique là. So test reading nan qui te les FSA, yo remplacé par FAST. Et FAST là, c'est élèves qui commencent de pre-K dans kindergarten, yo commencé dans kindergarten jusqu'à 10e grade, yo prend test ça 3 fois par année. Et élève ça capable de 4 ans et puis les chita devant computer pour prendre test FAST ça qui est le Florida Assessment of Student Thinking, puis regarder si ti moun nan capable et level thinking cognitive et ti moun nan à partir de l'âge 4 ans. Et l'élève ça arrivé dans 10 grades, ils utilisé et score que l'élève ça fait dans test ça pour capable garder s'il qualifié pour joindre high school diploma, l'el graduate dans 12 grades. So, there are 3 other tests that students can use. They call that concordant score. So if they cannot pass the FAST, they can use the SAT, they can use the ACT, or they can use the CLT. So as you know, the SAT is called the Scholastic Aptitude Test, Scholastic Aptitude Test. The ACT is called the American College Testing, and the CLT is called the Classic Learning Test. So any of those 3 tests, students can use the score on those 3 tests to replace the score on the FAST. So students have many options in order for them to graduate and receive their high school diploma. And unfortunately, we have many students graduating who can't pass any of those 4 exams, and they end up graduating and they receive a certificate and they can't receive their high school diploma. With their certificate, they can go to a 2-year college for the first semester. They allow them to take classes for the first semester, and in January, after the fall semester, if they still cannot pass those tests, then they can no longer take college credits. So, m'a dit ça en créole encore. Et il y a 3 examens que élèves capables d'utiliser pour remplacer point que vous devez faire dans FAST exam. Examen ça y aurait les SAT, il y aurait les ACT, et puis il y a un 3e il fait qu'ajouter qui est les CLT. So, élèves capables d'utiliser point dans n'importe dans 3 examens ça yo, puis yo capable remplacer FAST là, et si que yo fait point pour remplacer FAST là, y a capable recevoir diplôme yo là yo gradué. Si toutefois yo pas capable passer yon 4 examens ça yo, SAT, ACT, CLT avec FAST là, si yo pas capable passer yon là dedans, y a recevoir un certificat. Avec certificat ça, y a capable aller dans community college, donc au Miami-Dade par exemple, et puis y a permettre pour classe dans premier trimestre là, qui c'est de août arrivé jusqu'à décembre. So à partir de janvier, si toutefois yo toujours pas capable passer yon 4 examens ça, yo pas quitter yo continuer pour classe pour spring et trimestre là. So y a obligé et pas qu'à continuer à la collège parce que jusqu'à présent yo pas passé yon 4 examens ça. So c'est très important pour les parents yo, pour yo encourager élèves ça yo, pour yo aller dans site test ça yo, pour yo gen practice test pour élèves là pratiquer pour capable et gen chance faire concordant score ça pour capable remplacer SAT. So we asking the parents to support your children, your students, so that way they can go on these websites so they can practice, and hopefully as they practice they will be able to reach these concordant scores for them to be able to receive their high school diploma, or maybe even continue taking college credits. The next phase of today's information is mental health. So as mentioned earlier, on Causer l'École, we will talk about mental health and education. So today, I want to tell you that mental health is a vast topic with many different subjects. So I'm going to mention the most common types of mental health disorders, the most common types. And as we move to different Cause l'école on Sundays, I will cover each and every one of these types. I will tell you the causes of them. I will tell you the signs or symptoms of them. I will tell you the diagnosis, and I will tell you whether or not there's treatment for any of these types of mental health disorders. So here we go. These are the most common types of mental health disorders. There's clinical depression, anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, dementia, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which we call ADHD. There's schizophrenia disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder. There's post-traumatic stress disorder that most people know as PTSD, right? So these are some of the most common types of mental health disorders, and we will go over each and every one of them as we move forward with Cause l'école. And I will also talk about the personality type disorders, and these are many different types of personality. So if you don't know who you are, how are you going to be able to help somebody else? So you need to know what type of person you are. So when you meet somebody with a personality disorder, so that way you know how to deal with that person, you know how to treat them if there is any treatment for that type of personality disorder. So the personality disorders are antisocial personality disorder, avoidant, borderline, dependent, histrionic, narcissistic, obsessive compulsive, paranoid, schizoid, and schizotypal personality disorder. So these are the personality disorder that I will discuss with you on Cause l'école. I will share again the causes, the symptoms, the diagnosis of these disorders, and I will also share if we have any treatment for these disorders, whether they are mental health disorders or personality disorders, which are also types of mental health issues. So this is all I have for you today for Cause l'école. Again, we spoke about the test required for you to receive your high school diploma. I will go into further details with those tests. I will tell you what scores the students need to receive next time we talk. Next time I see you on Cause l'école next Sunday, we'll probably talk about the CLT, which is a new exam that students can use. And then in the future, I will probably talk about the FAST exam, which replaces the FSA. So these two exams are very important for our students, and I want you parents to be aware of these disorders, of these tests that students are now required to take in order for them to receive the high school diploma. I will go into details with you as far as what scores they need to receive. And then we spoke about the most common types of mental health disorders and the personality disorders, which I will go into each and every one of them in the future to talk to you about the causes of them, the symptoms or signs of somebody that has those type of mental health disorders. How do you diagnose these disorders, and then whether or not there's any treatment for these disorders. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you, wifey, my wife, my love, my sweetheart. I miss you. Wozie, hi. Thanks for watching always. Please don't forget to share with your friends, so that way next Sunday they can also participate with us on Cause l'école, so they can benefit from this invaluable information. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Have a great week, and be blessed.